want to make more than 2 Jamerrill. I like that. That's my favorite.
And look at us. We did 5 recipes.
And another one. Well, hi, how are you? Is my dishwasher now? This dishwasher's running, and there's no reason for it to run. Welcome to my life. Okay, yeah, there are reasons for the dishwasher to run, but it ran last night and should have been unloaded today. This dessert video is gonna be great. So, I had big plans in February 2025. And in February, you know, in winter, where you make all those baking plans, I picked out a bunch of sugar-free and gluten-free recipes, and we were doing it. We so were. And then we didn't, and now it's July. But that's okay, because that's how we roll. We still get things done around here, right? Could be 6 years or 6 months later. I don't know. I just live and work here. But today, we are doing many. How many will we do? Let's get cooking and find out. But I have a list of many recipes. I will share that with you. The whiteboard. I finally erased the big batch pizza dough project from probably 8 weeks ago. Have not done hardly any big batch cooking since then. It's been a whole lot of single mom of 57 children flying by the seat of my pants summer action going on around here, but that's okay. We got our water park passes. We know how to shop at Sharp Shopper and get those applesauce pouches. We can still make things happen. Anyway, this is my list. We're not doing all of these in this video. These will be in several videos. But here's my hopes and dreams for this video, okay? And yes, I'm holding the Trim Healthy Future cookbook. I also have Trim Healthy Indulgence. I don't know about you, but I love to sit and read cookbooks. Could you imagine that? I like to flip through them. I love the pictures. And I am a long-time Trim Healthy Mama fan. I have all of their cookbooks. The ones I'm doing in particular today are in Trim Healthy Indulgence. So if you have this cookbook, here's the page numbers. If you don't have it, and you go ahead and get it. Even my gluten-free folks really like to make several of the recipes in here, and they read the recipe and make good stuff, and it's gluten-free and it's sugar-free. And I believe she even says in here, yeah, it says without sugar and gluten. I believe there's some dairy-free icing options in here. All that to say, we are going to do the Butterscotch Blondies on page 175, the peanut butter cookies on page 94, the chocolate Swiss roll. I'm excited about all of them. That's on page 79. The Cupcakes of Wonder, and I had those when I was at the Trim Healthy Cafe to be on the THM podcast, March 2024. That's on page 75. I'm gonna actually start with doing some keto cookie dough fat bombs. There's a lot of recipes out there for keto fat bombs. You can Google and find a bazillion of them. The one that I'm going to do today is on, I wrote Hip to Save. Hip to Save is her deal site. Hip to Keto is her keto site. I just liked hers because it had 6 ingredients. I personally use the Carb Manager app, and that just helps me track my macros and all of those good things. Anyway, they also have some excellent fat bomb type recipes on there. I thought we would do some of those, but I don't think so. I got inspired to do the cookie dough fat bomb several weeks ago. I made a decent sized batch, maybe 4 dozen or so. I had some in the freezer, and I shared part of that batch also with 2 other friends. So I'm gonna make some more of those, then we're gonna work through the other recipes and see what adventures await. It is later in the evening now. Y'all gotta know my filming time. It's almost 6, and I'm still gonna run, and it's raining right now. So I figure I'm gonna set my timer for a good 2 hours. Remember, YouTube time is different than actual cooking in your kitchen time, because I'm moving my camera around by myself and playing all these parts alone in my kitchen. So we'll see how far we get. What we don't get done tonight out of these 5 recipes, I plan to, over the next 2 days, just pop back in and we'll just keep on trucking until we get these sugar-free and gluten-free desserts done. I am hoping to stretch these recipes, you know how I do, and make bigger batches, enough for us to enjoy. Maybe get some in the freezer, maybe to share with some other friends who also need some sugar-free and gluten-free things. So let's just get cooking and see what happens. So I'm not exactly sure where the recipe I used a few weeks ago whenever I did the cookie dough keto fat bombs. Not really sure where I got it, where it went from. I know I adapted it. I know I did my own thing to it. So we're gonna start again with this one on hip to keto. And even if you're not keto, I mean, these are all just terms everyone throws around, right? This recipe in particular has healthy fat, if you're into that. Also, it's sugar-free and gluten-free. So it calls for 1 stick of butter, half a cup. It calls for 1/3 of a cup. She uses Swerve. We have a variety of sweetener options. Half a cup of almond butter, which is my favorite, vanilla extract, a cup of almond flour, and then keto-friendly chocolate chips, which to me just means sugar-free chocolate chips, so we're gonna use these. I got these at Walmart, and I got 3 packs of them, which reminds me, I am so good on everything, but I may have to swap sugar-free peanut butter for almond butter because I eat my almond butter extensively. This is my favorite right now, and it's crunchy, and I eat it with a fork out of the container, and I wanted to share these. So anyway, I guess I won't use that almond butter, and we're gonna switch out the half a cup almond butter for half a cup of sugar-free peanut butter. Okay. I am going to officially set a timer because I like having goals. Let's see here, and we'll just see all that we can get done in 2 hours. And I am looking at her recipe, and I'm going to ×4 it. So mix butter, almond butter, which we're doing. I got a wide variety of Crazy Richard's peanut butter. This is the sugar-free peanut butter that I like the best. So we got that. We're gonna combine it all together and then stir in a little bit of almond flour at a time using a spoon, then stir in chocolate chips. I will have this recipe linked down below. You place it in the fridge for 30 minutes, and then we're going to spoon it onto a baking sheet, and you can put them in the refrigerator. The last batches I put in the refrigerator, but you can put them in the freezer. One of these recipes I was reading on various cookie dough fat bombs was talking about put them in the refrigerator for a week or more, and they didn't have any problems with them. If things are usually going to be in the refrigerator for more than a few days, I'll put them in the freezer. And these type of recipes freeze beautifully. Now, she's saying that her one batch makes 30 servings. I mean, if I end up with 120, that's fine. Because again, I plan on us having some and sharing some. Anyway, okay, let's get rolling. Okay, I live here, I cook here. Oh, we got a wide variety of things happening here. We can probably use that bowl. We need a bowl. We have a random whisk in there, so that will work. We will get started. And I have a variety of ingredients over here. So I'm going to use 4 sticks of butter, and we will soften this. Perfect, okay. Just use these. And then again, she said Swerve. I'll probably use Gentle Sweet. I have some different THM sweeteners. Also, I have some Oleos, if that's how you say it. Here's my almond flour and a little bit of chocolate chips left from my last go round. And we are doing 2 cups of our peanut butter. Now it's all right. Good, good, good. And it's all going to get mixed up together.
Get out of there, Crazy Richard's peanut butter. These cookie dough balls are your destiny. That's what your whole container worked for. Might need a better thing to dig that last bit out. Well, I can't get that in there. And maybe a regular old spoon. You can do it, I know you can. Peanut butter's gonna be peanut butter, right? Did it. Okay, so we need 1 1/3 cups now of our sweetener. Let's see how these drawers are working out. Oh, 3/4. Do I have a 1/2 cup? I have a 1/3. I have a 1/2. Cannot find all the things I need. Where do they go? I don't know. It's a little clumpy. Don't mind me. Eyeballing school, right? That's what we do? Eyeballing school. Pretty good. It's pretty okay, which is what we like around here. We like for things to be pretty okay. That is my favorite. Oh, well. We're gonna call that. I'm gonna say that is pretty okay now. Okay, and then what we got now? Vanilla, nice. Where did my vanilla go? So what does she have? So we will do 2 teaspoons. Let's see if I still own a teaspoon, because we'll do a whole tablespoon, because that's what I can find. And that's how I can make it work. That's how decisions are made. Okay, so we're gonna cream together for 1 minute or less. Nice, nice. Just let that hold those items. And we will see what we can find by way of a mixer. We do have that little scoop. Look at us. Look, maybe a working kitchen. Who knows? Can I put it on the right side and cooperate? I think so. I think we're doing okay. All right. Yay. Glob of sweetener in here. I'm pretty sure what that is. No, it's peanut butter glob. It was not cooperating. Spread it out, and then I thought I saw some sweetener that was hardened. I'm just solving some life problems here. Pretty good. I think everything else is okay, except for that peanut butter. Just give it another little go. Yay. All right, so now it is almond flour time. How much do we need? It's going to be 4 cups and then 2 cups of our chocolate chips. It just says to stir in a little bit of the almond butter at a time using a spoon. So maybe we will do a cup at a time. Use those chocolate chips before we start the rest. spoon. Mix. Doing things. Incorporate almond flour. This is your destiny. So again, I'm reading. We will need 4. Is the almond flour that I'm using currently. I do have another bag of it. And then the recipes from the Trim Healthy Indulgence book that we're going to use, which again, those recipes, I know it's the Trim Healthy Mama plan. They really can be used in a variety of different eating styles, which is super helpful and adaptable. Okay. There's 2. So with the recipes from their cookbook there, they have a lot of a baking blend that is not, it is gluten-free, it is not pure almond flour. Okay, this is 3. And so when we get to using this, yeah, it's oat fiber, coconut flour, milled flax, collagen peptides, almond flour, and then the konjac root, I can never say right. So it's a blend, and it is a great baking option too. I have baked a lot of things with it over the years. And there used to be a recipe, I believe in the first Trim Healthy Mama book, for doing like a homemade baking type powder, and there's some different ones. They even mention it in their books. There's some different ones out there, like some copycat recipes of their baking blend that you can find. Okay, completed a whole bag of almond flour. That feels good. I may not have another coconut flour out. Okay, let me go grab my next bag of it. This apparently was a big, hopeful bag of almond flour. I got this from Amazon. Okay. Well, let's see here. I'm just gonna do this. Don't look. I'm also using wet measuring cups to measure dry ingredients, so you know what you're getting over here, right? But I found measuring cups, and that's the Christmas miracle, because measuring cups can be so many other things other than used for cooking. So actually my youngest calls them little pots, and he'll ask for a little pot with blueberries in it, or a little pot with some chocolate chips, or a little pot with anything, because it's much funner to eat out of a little pot. Okay, that's nice. It does seem pretty wet, but I did 4 cups. Now I'm gonna add in the chocolate chips, and then we will let this sit in the refrigerator. It says to firm up for 30 minutes, then we'll get it back out, and we will make the dough balls, put them on parchment paper, and get them in the freezer for a bit. That's just willy-nilly using up the last of those. How many is in here? Okay. Probably gonna pretty much use this whole bag. I feel some more Walmart orders coming to get through all these dessert projects I want to do. Willy-nilly measuring, that's how we get things done. I want to make sure it's sweet enough before I chill it. If I would need to, I don't know, add a little bit more sweetener.
No, that's good. That's good because peanut butter and chocolate. It's not sickening sweet. It's really good. Okay, I approve. I don't want to take a bath in this, but I'd love to eat some more spoonfuls. We'll get this in the fridge and then clean up a minute and move on from here. Like I like to say, look at us, we're doing things. Okay, I've got that in the refrigerator. I'm just gonna get another bowl going to rinse some things off real quick. Alrighty, so the next one that we're gonna tackle, which I think is gonna be a pretty gentle win. Yes, yes, yes. It is the Butterscotch Blondies recipe on page 175 of Trim Healthy Indulgence. The art of a masterful dessert, classic cakes, pies, tarts, and cookies without gluten. Don't you just love when I read a book to you? Anyway, we're gonna need baking blend, almond flour, baking powder. I'm just gonna use my Redmond salt. Let's see, gentle sweet. And that can be, I have to adapt with whatever sweetener I have on hand that is sugar-free. Melted butter, some almond milk, 3 eggs, vanilla, and then it's talking about butterscotch chips, but what I got instead were these caramel chips. That is making do with what I have at Walmart. Okay, I got distracted reading their cinnamon roll recipe, so we won't focus on that. Back to the Blondies. Anyway, okay, so this is for an 8-inch square pan. I think I own one 8-inch pan. I do have someone who does some gluten-free baking in it, and I don't even know where that pan is right now. It's not in a drawer, and even if it was, I would need like 3 or 4 of them, haha. So anyway, so we're going to do a ×4 batch. I have my trusty 9x13 pans out. We're just gonna kind of see how far it goes. Okay, so if you just want an 8-inch square pan, follow this recipe as it says. And if you want to ×4 it with me, let's go. Let's do this. ×4 batch. Can I do that in that bowl? I don't know. We're gonna need some butter, so we can get that softening because it's probably, let's see here, and you know me with butter. Thank you. ½ cup. So if we are, this is where we get entertaining over here. We're doing ½ cup, but we're ×4ing because that's what we do. So, some other butter that I had brought up from the freezer. And once we get this in the oven, we will go back to doing our keto cookie dough balls there that we were working on. Okay, so yeah, I'm jumping ahead here as we do. We got our butter, but you know we like to double butter and make our biscuits, it says. And I'm going to read. ½ cup of melted butter. Okay. I'm not gonna put it in a metal bowl though. We will be marked safe from having that excitement. This softens, we will work on getting our other dry ingredients in a bowl, and then we will work on getting our wet ingredients in a bowl. And again, we are adapting with sugar-free caramel chips. Are my favorite, and nice. All right, so that was me trying to get ahead on something that could be working for us. Okay. Found a dry measuring cup. All right.
see. We very well might grow out of these bowls, okay? We have been known to do that. And so when I do get making THM recipes, having this baking blend on hand is so very nice. Okay, did that baking blend and a cup of almond flour. I am going to grow out of my bowls because that means I need 4. So growing out of my bowls already. We got the next up. We got the next up. Nice. The microwave beeping at us with the butter. Just gonna do 30 more seconds because 2 of those really were frozen. So, okay, 4 cups of almond flour. And I set my tablespoon, there it is. So mathing up is going to be 2 tablespoons of baking powder. And then we've got our salt and our gentle sweet. Pretty good, pretty good. Well, 2.5 teaspoons is what we're gonna have there. Gonna pull this out. And that's actually what we have in our bag here. But again, you can use Swerve or any sugar substitute that you would like. I have tried a great many things that are at Walmart, monk fruit, stevia. I have baked with many of them. It's worked out pretty well. I do have a few rock hard ones. Pretty good. Okay. I'm just getting another 1/3 of a cup. Overflowing, haha. Okay. It'll be extra sweet with the gentle sweet, right? A few little clumps I'm going to bring up with my hands. Okay, so it's 3 eggs. We're doing times 4, so we're doing a dozen eggs. And it called for almond butter, but I had more sugar-free peanut butter. Behind the scenes, I just had another Walmart delivery come to get me more peanut butter, because I'm like, whew, I need a lot of sugar-free peanut butter for the recipes that I'm doing. And I got almond butter, but I got my crunchy type that I like to eat with things.
as its own snack. So anyway, I'm just replacing almond butter with peanut butter in these, and you can do as you would like. So now we got 3 cups of almond milk. Some of my butter not melted enough. Here's where we start to make some messes. This does not appear to be soft enough. I'm gonna put that back in the microwave for a minute. That must be my 2 frozen ones. Everything else is pretty okay. Is that butter? That's peanut butter. Don't mind me. Okay, we're getting a bigger boat. Okay, well, I only got 1 bag of, I'm already, swinging from the chandeliers here. So I got 1 bag of the Lily salted caramel, and this recipe calls for 1 cup plan approved butterscotch baking chips, and really we would need 4 cups, and this isn't even 2. So I'm gonna do whatever amount this is of the salted caramel chips, and then we will do a bag of these milk chocolate chips. And that's what will be in these blondies. Smell delicious. Pretty close, yeah. I'm gonna do them all. Various spoons. Okay, I think that's pretty well blended. Just all the different ways we can make sugar-free, gluten-free, cookie dough looking desserts, right? Okay. We'll do a little for real cleanup once I get this in the oven. So it's 350 for 25 minutes, 25 to 30 minutes. Of course, I'm doing bigger size pans, but I'll eyeball it. You all taught me that. Good. And another one. Okay, now we're gonna get these in the oven. Dough out of the refrigerator. Don't mind my Walmart Uncrustables and pancakes. We are getting back to business around here, aren't we? peanut butter. Put some parchment paper down. We will do these fat bombs. Call them protein balls at different times or fat bombs, but whatever you want to call them. Gonna taste like cookie dough and be delicious. And in those THM cookbooks, there's different protein bites and protein balls too. One of their protein bite recipes that I had marked had their pristine whey protein powder in it, and I don't have that, so that's why I'm not doing that variation tonight. I could have used, I have some paleo protein powder. That probably would have worked. We could switch things out around, but this is also working just fine. Alrighty, so we have 5.5 dozen of these cookie dough keto bombs. Again, this is the hip to keto recipe that we ×4 and did some of our own things to, and it will be linked below. So I'm going to put these down in the freezer to freeze tonight. Tomorrow when we get back to doing our other dessert projects that we're working through, we have the Butterscotch Blondies that we've made into caramel chocolate blondies, right? And then again, these cookie dough fat bombs. Tomorrow we're going to work through the peanut butter cookies, the chocolate Swiss roll, and the Cupcakes of Wonder. Again, might be between tomorrow and the next day, but we will get these done. Yay! Alrighty friends, so we are on it, we are doing it. Chocolate Swiss rolls from Trim Healthy Indulgence. I'm not gonna do 4, okay, we're gonna be sensible. I'm gonna do 2. I really thought I'd be able to get this done this morning before we had some appointments out. Did not happen, but I got other work stuff done. Look at me, maybe I do YouTube, okay. Anyway, so Swiss roll ingredients, we've got 6 eggs separated, 1/2 cup of almond flour, a teaspoon of baking powder, 3 tablespoons of the Trim Healthy Gentle Sweet. Use whatever sweetener will work for you. 4 tablespoons cocoa powder, 1/4 teaspoon mineral salt, 2 tablespoons butter. I'm gonna play right, okay? I'm gonna do their recipe 2 times. I have 2 separate sheet pans, so we're gonna do it. We're gonna mix it. We're gonna get it in the oven, 375 for 7 to 10 minutes. Did it say something? It says let it cool down completely before you roll. Okay, it does say chill for a couple hours, but that's after you roll it. Okay. Anyway, we can't move forward without moving forward, so let's get going on this delicious thing. I have something else we've got to go to this evening, so we're just gonna do a power hour, okay? I think we can get pretty far. I believe in us. We can do this. And we'll just have 2 dry ingredient bowls, right? Can I do it that way? Prep a 10 by 5 inch jelly roll pan. Yeah, parchment paper on the sheet pan is basically what that is saying. My bowls, I rinsed them, well, I washed them and then rinsed them last night. And then on the counter in last night's water. So there's that. But at least they're clean. And those dishes are today's dishes, not yesterday. Yesterday's dishes are in here. And great, okay. So, trying to set this up double. There's some more things that we'll need. Easy win. You can get parchment paper on the sheet pans. They're calling it a jello pan, but it's just, yes, okay. That's what I'm gonna do. course, one is bigger than the other, but my sheet pans are usually bigger size. Alrighty. Pretty good? Pretty good. I'm not going to put my parchment paper. I just set it behind me. That's my fresh towel for today. We also need butter and cream cheese for our filling. I'll get those. Alrighty. And let's see, we will just take out. So I'll show you all a picture here. I don't think I got video clips last night, but as of right now, I also have a slow cooker with meatballs. So, and dinosaur noises, because people who look like me are doing laundry while Mom works in the kitchen. These 3 9x13s with the red lids, these are the Blondies that we made last night. I've had one, someone else had one, everyone else. I'm like, hold on, Mama's filming. That's the way it goes at our house. And we have all of those keto cookie dough balls, whatever we're gonna call them, in the freezer downstairs. But we will go through and make and process and all those fun things. So got some cream cheese out. That butter is good. Okay, we've prepped our pan, bowl. Hand whisk egg yolks, almond flour, baking powder, gentle sweet, cocoa powder, melted butter, and salt together. In another bowl, whisk the egg whites until stiff peaks form. Gently fold the whisked egg whites into a bowl. Okay, I don't know that I need my double bowl situation, but you're with me. You're with me. We do need a mixer. New day. New setup. Kind of. Okay, so only 2 tablespoons of melted butter. But then I'll need 4 tablespoons for the filling. Okay, we are going to focus on, we're doing it. I'm gonna do 2 tablespoons of butter. And we're gonna try to not do double butter, but man, when you do that for cat head biscuits, it's a winner. Winner, winner, cat head biscuit dinner. Okay. And I'm always like, getting into it. Eggs. Be my kitchen assistant. Get me eggs. Now we're gonna hear the beeping. Okay. Also, Uncrustables from Walmart, still here. Pancakes, still here. Like I say, my, oh, well, I can just use this tonight. I need 6 more though. So yes, my goal is to get the chocolate part done at least. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Nice. And then we're gonna assess our time. Ooh. Don't mind if I do. My past self thinking of my future self, and a little bit of McDonald's iced coffee from the other day. Alrighty. So we're gonna separate some eggs. We're gonna drink our coffee. Alrighty. Okay, now we're going to read a recipe. That is super, and I'm going to read it to you. Okay, in a bowl, hand whisk egg yolks. You can do that. Almond flour, baking powder. You're saying it with me, and I'm not doing extra math. Okay, and I'm just doing the yolks. The whites are gonna go in a bowl. You can say it with me. Okay, looks like our whites will go here. Nice. Okay. Perfection. And we only need 6 right now, Jamerrill. Okay, I'm going to talk to myself. It'll be good. We had so much rain today. We had appointments out. It's funny, it was an appointment that's not actually for 2 more weeks. How did I do that in my calendar? It takes talent. But me and some of my folks had lunch out then and went to the Children's Museum. Tomorrow is water park day, and that'll be fun. I got us water park passes for this summer, and they go until the end of September. We have a nice water park in our area. It's super expensive for local folks to go to, but they do have a deal that if you live, I think it was within a 50-mile radius, or maybe it's a 30-mile radius, you can get the water park pass for a substantial discount, and it's for the whole season. It still was a pretty penny. I mean, it was still pretty much almost my mortgage payment to get the water park passes. But single mom of 9 life, okay, count 2, 4, 6, perfect. Once I did the math on, well, if we get the discount and if we go, if we go 4 times, we bought the passes. Instead, my goal is to go once or twice a week, all the way through September. So somehow I'm saving money, right? Right. But I did have to cancel 2 of our summer camping trips for life and stuff and things. I've rescheduled those for the fall. So, still doing a lot and getting things done. Okay. Now, I have my 6 egg yolks. I did not hand whisk them, but I'm going to do that really quick. And it also looks, okay, almond flour, 1/2 cup. Baking powder. Okay. Almond flour, focus. It's only 1/2 cup. Doesn't seem like a lot, but we can do this. We can read directions. Let's see. 1/2 cup, 1/2 cup, 1/2 cup. Things are already going our way today. Auto praying hands. A teaspoon of baking powder. And we can do that. You are baking powder. And you are a teaspoon. 3 tablespoons of gentle sweet. Which again, I happen to have. Let me go get another one of their sweeteners. This is almost out. This is their super sweet blend. Can't actually have a tablespoon here. But I found a 1/4 cup measuring cup. Also good. One day I'll find this and I'll be winning. This is a 1/2 tablespoon. There we go. Practically winning, right? Okay. And again, stevia, monk fruit, super sweet, gentle sweet, allulose. Whatever you want on your sweetener. 2. That looks like a 1/3 tablespoon. Call that pretty good. And our goal is to always just, be pretty good, right? Got that. And now 4 tablespoons unsweetened cocoa powder. I don't think I have that out yet for this cooking adventure. Okay. Pretty clumpy, but that's okay. 2. I'm going to call that 4 tablespoons. And I bet we're going to need some more of this for some other adventures. All right. So, I'm going to eyeball 1/4 teaspoon. That's pretty okay. And then our butter, which is not there. It is here. Yay. My camera battery is going to die in a minute, but you'll still be here with me, right? Okay, pretty good, pretty good.
Alrighty, now we're gonna fold it in. Gonna be fantastic, and it's only gonna take 7 to 10 minutes in the oven. And since we have done this now once, we're practically experts, right? Okay, that's all it takes. And we will whip our second one up. And I'm like, do we do more than that? I don't know. You know you want to make more than 2, Jamerrill. You know you want to make 4.
We should have made 4.
You know you want to make 4.
We should have made 4.
But I also have my overall timer and I have 30 minutes, so we'll see. Although my laundry folding folks, they're doing pretty good. I think we'll see. We'll see how much single mom life interruptions I have. Okay, fold you in. Like it. And I like that they have pictures of every step. And that's what it's looking like. Their mess is looking like my mess. You know, that helps me feel confident about things. I appreciate it. While we were at the Children's Museum today, I walked over 8,000 steps. I just walked the second floor, walked laps, walked the first floor, was hyping around with a good friend of mine about my business plans, and stuff and things and adventures that I want to do. We were bouncing ideas off each other and just chatting and having a real good time. So I'm getting excited about some things, and let me tell you, with having a life that has blown up 2 years ago, I like accomplishing things and getting excited about things and doing things. So, as I like to say, I'm proud of us, we're doing it. And that is what I did today. Okay, that looks pretty good. Okay, so we will take this one. Now, does hers look thicker? I don't think so. Here's her lovely pictures. Okay, that's what I'm going on. I met her husband whenever I went down to, because let me think, her husband is Serene's son in the Trim Healthy Mama Matrix, and he does their YouTube. So when I went down there to be on the podcast, I talked to him about YouTube things. Alrighty, so we're gonna pour this out. Now the trick will be to make it look like a rectangle. I've made cinnamon rolls before. Yes, I have recipes on the blog for homemade cinnamon rolls and pumpkin cinnamon rolls. Many times I've done them in my bread machine. I don't think my bread machines remember me now either, but that's okay. That's okay. We can have bread machines in this universe also. Okay, good. So, just kind of rectangle-ish. I think they filled their whole pan. What did they say? 10 by 15, and that's what this is. But my other one is a little bigger. That one might take more eyeballing. Or, you know, I don't know if I can remove this. I'm talking. I'm not talking to myself. I'm talking to my friends in New Zealand, right? I'm just thinking when this comes out, I may not be able to quickly remove parchment paper because it'll be cooling. Okay, we have the ability to rise here. Baking powder. Yes, we have baking powder in here. Okay, I'm just gonna stop messing with it. I'm going to call it pretty good, right? And get it in the oven. And do it again. Get off of there. Be part of the rectangle. Okay, and it's 375 for 7 to 10 minutes. Did we have this preheating? No, but that's okay. We catch up quick. I will do that for 10. And now let's make our next one.
is a little chunkier, and I don't know why it would be that way. Of course, we opened a new cocoa powder, but anyway, our first one worked. We're gonna do this one. I totally forgot to spray the first one and didn't spray this, so hopefully it comes off the parchment paper kindly. And it is almost time for me to go take some folks for an evening thing, so looks like, hey look, we're getting the chocolate cake portion done for 2. And I'm just eyeballing a rectangle shape because this pan is too big. But I think it's gonna all work out in the end. I do know a rectangle shape and I can kind of make one, okay? So that means on tomorrow's to-do list, we will make our icing, because I'm gonna run when I get home tonight. I got different priorities. We'll make our icing in the morning for this, and then we need to make peanut butter cookies and Cupcakes of Wonder, which are wonderful. Just get off of there, onto there. Be cake, be cake. You know you want to be cake. Oh well, okay. Nice 10 minutes. Alrighty. Chug-a-lug, we're getting those sugar-free, gluten-free desserts done, and I mean, hey, look, we meal prepped yesterday. We at least have the base of those delicious cake roll situation thingies. Don't ask about the rest that's going on in my refrigerator. There's some random tomatoes and chocolate milk here, but that's a problem for another day. We are going to make our icing. Those meatballs are almost done. That slow cooker needs to get out of here. Anyway, icing time, Swiss cake roll time. I don't even remember if that's what they called it for this recipe, but we're gonna figure it out. We're figuring out so many things today. Oh yes, we are. Okay, so we're gonna get rolling. We're gonna get rolling. Here's a Jell-O mold from somewhere. Does that drawer close? No, but we don't have time for those problems right now. Okay, chocolate Swiss roll is what they called it. We made them yesterday. It's pretty okay. I think they'll peel off, even though, yeah, I'm seeing the vision here. I'm just thinking cinnamon roll situation. So we need to do the fillings. Okay, 4 tablespoons softened butter, cream cheese, gentle sweet. And the directions, this is on page 80. It just says blend the filling ingredients together. Unroll the cake carefully and spread the filling onto it easily. Thank you, Trim Healthy Indulgence. Man, that looks good. Okay, it does say we need to roll it, put it in plastic wrap, chill for a couple hours, remove from the fridge and cut into slices 1/2 inch thick. Keep refrigerated until right before serving. So I have some friends I'm probably gonna see tomorrow, and I was going to take them the equivalent of half a Swiss cake roll, because it's like 3 or 4 people I'm gonna see, and they can each, hey, look, I cooked. It's amazing. And then I think me and my 57 children will enjoy the other 1.5 roll. Like we should have made 4, but that's okay because we're also doing it. 4 tablespoons, okay. And we need a few things, kitchen assistants, right? Things happening, and I probably have other things from yesterday. So for some reason my dishwasher was running again and everything was clean, and it's so many jokes. Sometimes I say, okay, it's a nightmare, and then one of my people will be like, it's not a nightmare, Mommy, it's not a nightmare. It's okay, okay. I do get the jokes wherever I can find them, however I can. So we'll get this going, and more butter. That's probably a tablespoon, so I'll do 3 more. of cream cheese.
I think it said anything about softening it. Nope, it's just dumping it all in and mixing it all up, and that's my favorite. I can handle that. You stay over there. Okay, 1/3 of a cup of gentle sweet. Look at this. Look at this. We have 1/3 of a cup here. Who are we? Who are we? And then it was just vanilla. A teaspoon of vanilla. If I'm moving weird, my shoulders stiff and not great. That's okay. It's our homemade vanilla from back when we were happy homesteaders. Okay, pretty good. This is butter for our next go round. Now I do need to find our one mixer handle. I know we own it. I know we own it, and I know it's here. I mean, I'm gonna have to eat that. Delicious. It smells amazing. This is almost like, well, this is like a nailed it picture, you know, when you see the beauty and then, yep, nailed it. I still think this is gonna be delicious. And I might not show my friends. I'll just show my friends in New Zealand, okay? It's gotta be good though. It's bound to be good. Okay, we will plastic wrap our masterpieces and chill in the refrigerator once we have them both done. I wonder if it's because my dough's cold. What you think? You'll tell me. You'll tell me and then we'll know. Next step. Nailed it. It won't affect the taste. It's just not as pretty as the picture. When I've done cinnamon rolls, you know, the dough rolls well. Maybe because I did that dough yesterday and it's chilled. Maybe that. I'm the problem, it's me. I'm sure that's it. So I'm going to get our plastic wrap and get it wrapped, get it chilling in the fridge. I'm sure some of my people have left me some plastic wrap. Okay. And we'll get to cross this off our list and we'll get to eat it. So there you go. My plastic wrap has also seen better days.
Okay, well. Work with me here, right? Okay. Doing it. It's so good. It's so good. It's filed under stuff he can't make up, right? And I will behave and get those ends. All right. Yay. And now for our next one. It just looks like a giant smashed whoopie pie, which we can't be mad at a giant smashed whoopie pie for sure. Okay, that one, and then I'm just gonna go ahead. That plastic wrap is trying to not play along. Okay, well, we'll slice them, we'll eat them. I'll still try to share, but hey, look, we did it. And we get to cross that off. Okay, so we're gonna go for what's hopefully an easy win and do the peanut butter cookies next. Cupcakes of Wonder, I feel like are a little bit more involved, so let's get the rolls in the fridge, the chocolate Swiss roll, and then go for peanut butter cookies. Pop this up. These can go in the fridge. We have to pack up our other desserts that we've been making as well. Alrighty. Planning. Okay, well, let's just look at peanut butter cookies. So they're on page 94. We need another win. A cup of peanut butter, half a cup of sweetener, an egg, vanilla, 3 tablespoons of egg whites. Okay, parchment paper, we can reuse this. So again, 1 egg, egg whites, got that. We've got peanut butter. But let's times 4 the recipe, because that is who we are, and we must be true to ourselves and our paper plate usage. Okay. So, cup of peanut butter means I'll use 2 of these. And there'll be 2 cups of sweetener. We have our vanilla. And I'm gonna just try to do, well, I'm gonna work on, yes, that's exactly what I'm doing. Line a cookie sheet, we got that. Peanut butter, gentle sweet, in a bowl, then add egg, then add vanilla, then add egg whites and mix again. Let it sit a few minutes. If it's too sticky to roll, chill for 10 to 15. Okay. And then bake for 15 minutes. And look, I'm gonna get my oven preheating. Who are we? Who are we on this day? Right? I don't even know. Okay. And that has some cream cheese on it. So we'll let that soak for a minute and like it. Going pretty good. Now, bowl sizes. I think we're pretty good with our bowl sizes there. These are their delicious peanut butter cookies on page 94 and 95 of Trim Healthy Indulgence. Peanut butter and gentle sweet. We can do that. And 1 cup for normal people is 4 cups for me.
then we'll need 2 cups of our sweetener. It's probably going to be what's left in this bag. And that, their recipe calls for gentle sweet, and this is super sweet. So yeah, that's probably half a cup, but I'm guessing the sweetness of a cup and a half of super sweet would, flying in my mouth, would do the trick. Mix it. Cool. Okay, egg, vanilla, and then egg whites, and mix again. All right, so we've got a total of 12 tablespoons of egg whites, 3/4 of a cup. No, I don't actually have my 3/4 of a cup measuring cup, so we are going to do 1/4 cup 3 times. So it all worked out with that fork. It was 12 to 15 minutes, so I'm gonna set my timer for probably 12 and go from there. Hi. All right, yes, I'm making coffee, but it's for the next recipe. So we'll need, I think I'm just going to double it. One is supposed to make 20. And these, if we put the icing on them, they're gonna be ready to go. Anyway, life problems I won't fully think about right now, but I will do, we'll just go ahead and do 4 cups of coffee. We may not really have our tablespoon again. Okay, well, I have half a tablespoon sitting here, so I'll do 8 of these. I know you're not used to working this time in the afternoon, coffee pot, but you'll be okay. 2, 3. In, and I'm getting my mind around this next recipe. Don't mind me, just thought my timer went out to something else and it's been off a few minutes. And then I was like, oh shoot, wait, that timer was for the cookies, and I thought we might find little black burned hockey pucks, but no, pretty good. Actually, those are pretty good too. Okay. They look delicious. We are saved. Okay, good job. These peanut butter cookies have survived being in my kitchen. So yeah, here's our little fork situation, and then here's where I just decided to only go one time with the fork. Okay, pretty good though, pretty good. Gonna let them cool and like it, and then move on to these Cupcakes of Wonder. Okay, so I've gone some back and forth. So they have the Cupcake of Wonders on page 75. And then earlier in the book, they have the Cake of Wonders on page 37. And that's beautiful and delicious and everything.
I'm going to stick with the cupcakes, but I did go back and forth for a minute. I'm going to double the cupcake recipe. It says one batch yields 20. So, well, I have enough. I have my 4 cupcake silicone liners there, so I could do 48, but we're gonna math it up to hopefully get 40. I mean, you know, you're dealing with me. So it just says though, place all ingredients except the hot coffee in a bowl and mix well. I like that, that's my favorite. Then we're gonna add the hot coffee, mix well. Then we're gonna pour it. If they're using liners, I'm gonna use these things that I just rinsed them off again. You've seen me slinging meatloaf and cupcakes and everything else in the world in those for like 5 years now. And I'm like, did I have them at the Forest House? Has it been 7? Anyway, we're gonna fill them 3/4 of the way full, and I'm going to pay attention and behave. And then we're gonna bake at 350 for 20-25 minutes. It says they may slink or sink slightly in the middle. Then we are going to do our vanilla cream frosting. Now, they have a dairy-free version, and they say instead of the butter in this recipe, you can sub for coconut oil. It's just the coconut is going to shine through. I don't mind that, but some people do, so just be aware of that. And then in the back of this book, for my dairy-free viewers, they have, let's see here. Well, she has several dairy-free icing variations. She says there's chocolate, dairy-free chocolate fudge frosting on page 221 and dairy-free buttercream frosting on 231. Let's look at that real quick because why not? Let's see here. So the dairy-free buttercream frosting has palm shortening, a powdered sweetener, vanilla extract, mineral salt. So we are going to use basic vanilla frosting on page 37. Let me see, that's probably cream cheese and sweetener and something else. Okay, heavy whipping cream cheese. Okay, I'm gonna dog ear that because this is my book. And again, we are using Trim Healthy Indulgence. And now I'm gonna just dump in the ingredients and go from there. Well, I have been testing out the peanut butter cookies. I think I've needed 3 so far to test, haha, wink, wink, and that's been working out just fine. Okay, so help me not forget the coffee, okay? 1 cup of baking blend becomes 2 cups of baking blend. Okay, 3/4 of a cup of almond flour becomes a cup and a half of almond flour. And we have our half cup in there. How nice. Hey, look, we have kitchen prep, haha. I don't want to leave both in there. All right, and then we need a cup of cocoa powder. And this is gonna be a little wobbly, but that's okay. And I had these at the Trim Healthy Cafe when I was there in May 24. So delicious. I also had their lazy lasagna. So delicious. So delicious, so delicious. I have always loved their recipes because, especially their first cookbook, really became like one of my good friends. So I love their recipes, and they have been good to my soul. So that is good. I will not get tearful making desserts. Or I might, okay. You know us, we can cry over anything. 3/4 of a cup of sweetener. So we probably need another, oh, we have Amios. I'm gonna get another THM sweetener because I have it. Be right back. Hot dog, we are in it. I got 2 more big bags of THM sweeteners. Super, super great. Okay, so 1.5 cups of gentle sweet. We'll taste that in our mouth. Okay, and since I have chocolate in my full cup right now, my watch is beeping for no reason. 3/2 cups. Equal that 1.5 cups. Okay. Whew. Taste the air. All right, so 2 teaspoons of baking powder would be a tablespoon and a teaspoon, but that's okay. I do have teaspoons. And I do have baking powder. I mean, again, how could this go any better? 4 teaspoons. And we can count 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, 2 teaspoons of baking soda, because the original recipe here calls for 1. Okay. And then a teaspoon of salt, because they call for 1/2 teaspoon. Let's see if I end up with 1.5 teaspoons. Come on, Jamerrill, you can do this, you can do this. Nice, nice, that is going our way right now. And then 1/2 cup of melted butter. Again, you can switch it for coconut oil. And that equals, oh, I didn't put it in. Whole cup of butter. Salt. Let's just see what 30 seconds does. Okay, 2 eggs is 4 eggs. Whoop, 2, almost lost that one, but didn't. So winning. 3, 4, okay. Again, make sure I'm reading it right. Yes, 2 cups of almond milk. And then 1 teaspoon of vanilla is 2 teaspoons of vanilla for us. And we're not doing our coffee yet. We do need the butter. Yes, I have efficiently melted the butter. You know, fingernails also come in handy in carrying hot bowls in a kitchen. Nice. All right. And I'm gonna go quickly rinse that off. Probably don't need to. It's just a little peanut butter, but you never know what'll throw something off sometimes. That's pretty good. Pretty good, and remember, that's all we need. We just need things to be pretty good and pretty okay. Okay, we're gonna mix all this up, and then we're adding the coffee. Coffee. 1.5 cups. We got that. I'm here for it. It's good. Now we'll start our cupcake assembly line. And I think these liners are great. I just have to put them on a sheet pan. And 3/4 of the way full. Let's see if we can do it.
Okay, so now we're gonna get these in and then we're gonna make our icing while they bake. Getting some good use in this book by the little splatters, so that's going to go in for 25 minutes. Actually, I best set my timer. Maybe we'll do 23 now. I know my little clock is having issues, but you know, aren't we all? Join the club clock. Okay, so that's the beautiful icing. And it said, okay, yeah, basic vanilla cream frosting from page 37. Heavy whipping cream, cream cheese, vanilla, and a sweetener.
Okay, so page 38 says mix cream cheese, vanilla, gentle sweet in a bowl until well combined, then add heavy whipping cream and mix until it reaches a thick, spreadable consistency. And I mean, she's doing beautiful layered cakes there. There ain't no layered cakes going on here. But, so I do know, hold my horses on that, get the cream cheese in. I mean, no complaints. We can handle this business, at least. Okay, so, well, that was actually our cupcake timer. I was about to say we have a few minutes left, we're gonna clean up, but hold on here. We'll check those cupcakes. I mean, they look delicious. There have been some peanut butter cookie samples given as well. I had 3. Okay, there's that. I might bring, whoops, this bottom one. That's pretty good too. I'm just gonna let that set on the top for a minute just because it was on the bottom. Things are looking nice here. And it is so nice when things look nice, right? We appreciate that. Okay, so while those cool, while the last dozen kind of sits there and likes it, we will clean up. Again, I know I own a washcloth and it is here. Yay. Okay, we will clean all the things here for a minute. Alrighty, and then we'll get this last dozen out. Scooch on down here, make room for your friends. The goose pot that I love so much. Okay, cleaning the oven, that'll be an adventure for another day. All right. Also,
while we're at it, okay, peanut butter cookies, Cupcakes of Wonder, even though we're getting ready to ice those. And look at us, we did 5 recipes times 4 of most of them. A whole lot of batches. I had 20. Well, we probably did like 18 total, didn't we? Something. Well, we did a times 4 there. We did a times 4 here, times 2, times 2 batch, times 4, math. Okay, 16. 16 is still a nice number. Yay. And we have other adventures coming, of course. Okay, a little bit of extra fun real life, because that's how we roll. I need to leave in about 20 minutes for the chiropractor because my shoulder and neck are going numb, and I don't feel like playing along and doing my little piping icing right now. But we made the icing. We're gonna do us some cupcakes, aren't we? We will also get out a pretty platter. That, because we can do some things pretty okay, right? And pretty okay is my favorite. Hot to ice. Okay. Something's gonna work out here. Something will be pretty okay. That's what we need. I guess maybe not cool enough to come out yet. Okay. Well, 3 out. Recalibrating life. Yeah, that's me. Okay. Well, those will cool and like it. We are not icing yet. We will work on repackaging other things. But we got cleaned up, and that's pretty good. So we got our blondies that we made the other day. Not dropping, winning. And we will go downstairs and get our keto balls. Okay. Alrighty, so behind the scenes, haha, this is me getting the thumbnail for this video. Okay, so for an easy win, I'm gonna get these keto chocolate chip cookie dough fat bombs in some different small baggies for the freezer. And I'm just gonna use these. I'll put a couple in each one. I like to keep these in the freezer. They're delicious frozen. And that's that. So I'll just put like 5 or 6 in a baggie. And then, let's see, I will probably do the same with the peanut butter cookies. Just not complicated. Get them in little baggies in the freezer. And then the cupcakes, well, that icing is in the refrigerator. The cupcakes still need to cool. I need to go find my neck and my shoulder. Just almost 46, I think that's the way that I slept. And then this evening we will ice cupcakes. We also need to slice the blondies. I might honestly just use these snack bags for those too. I mean, I have them and they're nice little sizes. And this bag of 5 or 6 would be like 2 for me, 2 for someone else, you know, just sharing around however you need cookie dough flavor fat bombs. So hey, look at us, we meal prepped. We have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 of these little baggies of these cookie dough fat bombs. Okay, so we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 bags of the delicious sugar-free, gluten-free peanut butter cookies. I'm just going to have one of my dudes deliver these down to the door of the freezer. And we will use these in life. And tonight we're going to have cupcakes, and when I get back we are going to also bag up the Blondies. Nice. Okay, into the freezer they go. Alrighty, so cupcakes are ready. Definitely not looking like the picture, but hey, I got my neck on ice, so we're doing pretty good. Some of these have already been eaten. I just gobbed the icing on there, and there will be no complaints. I feel like I owe you all to see what those rolls look like. I'm sorry, I'm walking away. I'm walking away because I'm thinking what I want to put them on. Okay, ladder. Ladder time for short ladies. I have platters. I can do this, I think. Thinking I will slice one and it'll be eaten within 48 hours. And then the other one I will freeze. Okay. Because why not? And then I'm going to slice down the Blondies and get those just in little bags. Well, I should actually keep a sampling of those in there too. So here you go. It's kind of like my Swiss roll attempt fail. I think it'll still be delicious. I mean, how could it not be delicious? It's going to be delicious. Oh, that looks pretty. Okay, well, it's not gonna look like a roll. Okay, but it's gonna look like something. And wouldn't this be beautiful with strawberries around it? I'm getting a whole vision. Like I'm a food person. It's a timer for something. Okay, well this is looking interesting, Jamerrill. You may have cracked the sides of the cake, but it still looks delicious. I mean, there's just gonna be happiness in this refrigerator. I'm trying to reuse what I can of some of this plastic wrap here.
Some more refrigerator happiness. Now, I don't know how this is gonna go, freezing it with the icing, but I have froze icing before. I think it's gonna be just fine. That's all. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be just fine. I am going to just, I have freezer paper, but I don't wanna go down right now and get it, and I'm getting this done. You know why? Because I have a book that I'm listening to that I'm almost done with, and then I'm gonna sit in my chair and work on some books I'm reading. Because if I have to rest with this silly first rib thing, I'm getting caught up on my books. But I've been listening to Project Hail Mary. That movie is coming out, and my friend Mandy just finished the book, and she said that it was so good, and I have really been enjoying it. It does have like a little bit of language, so if you listen with kids, which I have been listening with some of my kids this week as we go to different places, and once in a while I'm like, whoopsie, there's that. And you know, in life sometimes we hear that word. So that's happened like 3 or 4 times with the biggest word in our English vocabulary you can think of. So your mileage may vary, but overall it has been a very good grown-up book to listen to. Come on there. Huh, didn't label it. Could be a meatloaf, could be anything. Let's see here. I will put THM Swiss roll. And it is $7.25. Okay, we'll see what kind of adventures we have with that. That will go in the freezer. And then these guys, I just want to use snack bags, okay? That's just all I want to do. But should I maybe use freezer bags? Maybe we'll do a variety. Right, okay. I'm gonna put this up. Okay. I really like parchment paper. I have like 6 things of it in here now. Let's have a look. I took a picture of the Blondies, but I don't think I showed them to you when they came out. They're delicious. We've had some samples. Projects like this, I'm like, wait for me to get my thumbnail. There's plenty of other things to eat, but then it's real exciting. And there's a sample out of that one. So there's been some samples. I took a sample too. It is delicious. So I think I'm just gonna chop this up and then put it in gallon freezer bags. We will not fool with the individual, although I do think I was gonna put some in the refrigerator too, right? Wow, the things in my refrigerator going into the weekend, sugar-free, gluten-free desserts. This is the place to be. How do I want to chop that? I might do like brownie squares. We've been taking big rectangle chunks before. Okay, it's pretty good, and we like pretty good. And it's delicious, and it's got the caramel and the chocolate chips through it. Heavy on the almond flour taste, which again is fine, just saying, hey, there's almond flour in these dear Blondies. Okay, let's reassemble this way. And I think this whole one, well, okay, I was gonna say, I think I'll put this one in the refrigerator, but actually, I think I'll do 2 pans for the freezer, and I'll chop the other pan and put it in the refrigerator. Boy, my gluten-free folks are gonna be so happy. There's not enough of them to like, just exclusively have a 9x13 pan and eat it, so it's a whole household thing, but they're gonna love that the favor has shown down. I don't really recommend writing on freezer bags with wet erase markers.
red one was really, okay, some of these just need to come out. Come out, you will be okay. You will go in another bag. Take my air out. And really, people ask me about freezer burn and these kind of things in life. We roll through things pretty well. It just hasn't been a problem. So, but a problem might be my marker. I think my marker's out. Let's see if I can fix that. Guess it's only this. Alrighty, I had some mom stuff, mom life, and I did not throw the pan on the floor. That's pretty okay yet again. So I'm going to slice down this pan, and then I have some more squares in the other. And it is Thursday. We have lots of cupcakes now and that Swiss roll. But I'm thinking by Sunday, all of this will be gone. And that is great because we will be moving on to other adventures. I'd like to kind of keep going with some more dessert videos. I mean, it's not a life problem to have a whole shelf in the freezer full of sugar-free, gluten-free desserts. Okay, twist my arm. No, really, don't twist it right now. But I think that would be great. And I still have 10 or 12 more recipes on my whiteboard for other adventures coming up. So let me know if you would like to see some more dessert cooking videos, because I feel it in my bones. And I got my supplies out, right? And we still have, I've got like 6 more things of Crazy Richard's peanut butter. So we must keep going, right? It's like when I get all my ingredients out for a cooking project, I like to go in. Make 57 desserts for my 57 children and then not cook any desserts for like 7 months. Well, thank you all so much for hanging out with me for all of this kitchen chaos cooking adventures. I'm going to move along to the next thing now. I appreciate you, and I'll see you real soon with another brand new video. Bye-bye.